Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's a girl Princess Style, aka Princess Nation, and you're watching Princess TV. So guys, we are still on this episode of talking about the young, famous, and African, the Netflix serial. The first season, we just have to say it's amazing. It's amazing. It's amazing. So who I want to talk about today, as you know, aka OG, aka the gold digger, as she calls herself, that the Tratros calls her the gold digger. And you know what? Can we just take a moment and aside from can you already know if you've watched this show, please go watch it again if you haven't watched it. But if you've watched it, you know who I'm about to talk about. You know is our favorite Khanyi Muba. I think that's how to say her last name, but I'm gonna just stick with Khanyi is just everything. She is giving a well put together, successful lady, but with a good intelligence. Like I said, intelligence, a good intelligence. She is brilliant. She is smart. I have to give Kanye the respect. Okay, I'll just summarize my viewpoint from the first episode. From the first episode, she was the one that, was the main character based on how she came up and then that and how she introduced everybody, made sure that everybody was involved. She wanted this to be successful, and then she put well, guys, I'm arranging my hair so I can look cute. Yeah, so she made sure that she could do whatever was necessary for it to be a successful stuff. Made sure that whoever that is going to participate felt comfortable. And I saw it from the way she does. She kind of like took charge and took lead in that department, which I thought like she was the best person for that. And then when it came to her attitude and the way she was talking. First episode, the only place I wasn't in agreement with what she was doing was she said her daughter was her neighbor. I mean, I get it, for rich people, it's a different kind of way of living. But I mean, like, if you're still rich and if you want your daughter to be independent and do whatever. But I mean, if you said if she could do anything, including drugs, that would not be anything because you said anything. Yeah, sex. I don't want this to be might be part, but when you say I gave my daughter choice to do anything, there's a difference. There's certain things you cannot give a choice to do because she's too young for that stuff. They have to be mentally well and sane and take responsibility for whatever that is going to happen when they do certain things, and that I didn't agree on. But other than that, the way she had an issue with Annie, she sorted it out. She brought on Zari, and then everything was just coming on together. It was just a good thing. They were all coming in together, and they were having a good time, which I loved. It was amazing. But one thing I did, I felt like at first, I saw it was her being at fault. But later on, it's when she had an issue with Zari when they went to the. Sorry, guys, is the. Listen, yeah, it was when she had an issue with Zari during the train 48 hours something or 24 hours on the train ride where they went for a little view vacation, whatever you want to call it. So that's where I felt like, okay, maybe you went a little too far. But as time went on, I understood what she meant about Zari. Zari came in as the boss lady that she is, and then she wanted to play that role throughout, but she forgot that this is among group of people who are also boss lady in their life and doing this. And so it's not a matter of who you are, but right there when you're in that community, when you're in that circle, you're just a regular person like everyone else. That's what I understood from what Kanye was trying to say, and I saw it from how Zari was behaving towards the ending. Even like people are afraid of my self-esteem and da da da. Oh, this thing they fear they cannot compete with me. I don't think so. Sometimes I think if you have a high self-esteem, and if you come to a place where everybody is just being natural, just being themselves, just being they're not being who they are on the media or whatever. They're not being that buzz. They're just being regular people. I think you should also be humble about it, and just that will make you come out more exquisite, more elegant, more fine wine than if you keep that high self. I don't think nobody was trying to take her high self or redeem her confidence. I just think that she came in with that attitude, and Kanye was trying to tell her this is even when Zari had an issue with Annie. Kanye explained where Zari was wrong to Zari, and Zari understood, and that even when she was giving a speech at Annie's wedding, it was just amazing to see this woman. She's not just intelligent, she's not just nosy, she's not just gossiper. She makes sure she brings everybody in, and she always says, aside from her parenting skill, that's on her, but every other thing she did on that show, I loved it. I loved the way she had conversation, even with the guy that was hitting on Izzy or D. But we're gonna talk about that guy on another episode. He when he was hitting on Zari, she said no, you have to respect boundaries, and you have to she was at the show. I don't know how in real life, but what I'm saying, on the show, she gave me somebody with money, respect, and maturity. Like, she knew how to behave, she knew what was wrong and what was not, what was right. Just saying from me. But I loved her entirely. She made the show more fun, and it was just a vibe. So yeah, that's on that. Please go watch Young, Famous, and African. It just gives you Real Housewives, but not Real House. It gives you entertainment, luxury, and wealth, but in Africa, like people of Africa. Thank you. Bye. Annyeong.